of the meaning of the kanji shine, and voila! The Rakugo storyteller we know as Katsura Sunshine was born.
Enemy soldier incoming.
And the world became a better place for it.
All remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them
I
down.
understand about the name, but did you say that the Rakugo storyteller also has a chance to perform, even while still under the apprenticeship? Yes, quite often the apprentices under apprenticeship, no matter how recently they have started,
Your
will be
squad
the
mate is
top batters,
redeploying.
the
Well
top
done.
performers, top of the batting order
Loading fresh
for their
mag.
mastering stories over the shoulders of their seniors. Top batter,
Target
eh?
down. Marking the rest of
I'm
them.
starting to catch what you're saying. They're trying to make it a hit show. The audience has a ball. Are you going to stop me, Jinbei-san? Very high-level jokes. I was waiting for you to strike out. This is a very rare aspect to the apprenticeship of Rakugo storytellers. I don't think you see it in any other art form. Can you imagine a professional violinist asking the audience to listen to their student at Carnegie Hall play Mary Had a Little Lamb at the beginning of the concert? Wow. But it must be very hard to be funny when you're just starting.
Watch the skies.
Hard. Ha! Nearly impossible. But also,
Squad's
Bobby
in the
Coon,
safe zone.
not expected. Not
Yes,
expected.
moving.
Not expected. Not expected. What do you mean by that, Jimmy-san? The Rakugo ka at the beginning of the show, that top batter, the one in apprenticeship, is called a senza, which means sitting before in Japanese
Switching
kanji
bags.
character. Just means the top batter. The responsibility of the Zenza is to set the pace of the show, to set up a little bit of an atmosphere of excitement with a fast-paced, straight, and short delivery
reinforcements.
right at the top of the show. People are not expecting to laugh. The
Good
audience
kill.
will often
After
say,
the rest of that squad are
there's
attack
the new
man.
apprentice.
Get hunting.
Wow, we are looking forward to his
Enemy
development.
destroyed.
In a
Use
way,
attack man to hunt
every
down the rest of
Rakugo
them.
ka, every Rakugo storyteller is raised by the audience. The audience is integrally responsible
Reloading.
for the development
Under
of the
fire.
storyteller.
New armor's gone.
So often they will immediately become his fan or supporter. And in years to come, they will say, we remember your first show. You weren't very good then. Whoa, have you not come a long way? Amazing. That's part of the joy of being a part of a Rakugo audience. Jimmy-san, this is fascinating. What else do
dropping into
Rakugo
the
storytellers
AO.
do under apprenticeship? Well, when the apprentice is not with the master, they go to the Rakugo theater called the Yosei. And there they have a lot of work to do in the dressing room. They have to greet the masters when they come in, help them put on their kimonos, and then help fold the kimonos when the masters are finished their stories. Bring the masters tea. They're also responsible for playing instruments. Each and every storyteller has their own entrance music called a debayashi, or the music that brings them onto the stage. The
Adding armor.
Rakugo storytellers under apprenticeship have to memorize every master's debayashi and play it on the taiko drums, or on the flute, or maybe some other percussion instruments. Only the shamisen player is not a Rakugo storyteller, but a specific professional
Your squad mate
musician.
is redeploying. Well
But if
done.
Rakugo storytellers are always with their master, or at the theater serving the other masters, how do they make money? How do they pay the rent? Well, this is case by case and it depends on the master, but usually the master is traditionally responsible for paying the rent and food and board of each and every apprentice he takes on. Wow, so it really is very much like a family atmosphere, isn't it? The master has great responsibility too. But how do the apprentices
Cheers,
learn
mate.
stories then?
That's on me.
Are there scripts?
Ta, mate.
Rakugo is an oral
Enemy
tradition.
soldier
It is said
incoming.
that traditionally the master would perform each and every story that he wanted to teach in front of the apprentices 3 times. The 4th time the apprentices will have to repeat the story back to him.
Loading fresh
You have
mag.
to do the story
Stop that,
exactly
move
as the
in.
master does it. Once the master says, okay, that the story, the way the apprentice is performing it is
15.
acceptable,
Do I hear
then that
15?
story
Anybody?
becomes the property of the apprentice himself. And he or she are free to change the story in
They
their
got
own
me.
way if they want. Well, most people don't change it very much. Jimmy-san, that reminds me of jazz music, where the jazz musician learns standards and that becomes their own. That is a very good analogy. Music to my ears. I must take note of that. Your knowledge is scaling new heights. I think Rakugo just might be your forte. Are you going to stop me or should I continue? Very high-level joke. Wow, Jimmy-san, there's a lot more to Rakugo than I expected. 3-year apprenticeship. I didn't see that one coming. It reminds me of another
Redeployed
Japanese
and
saying
ready
that
for
I
business.
really like. Huh? 3 years upon a rock.
Squad
Yes,
mate back on
Bobby.
station. Good
Ishi
work.
no ue ni mo sannen. 3
Taking
years
fire.
upon a rock. Anything can be achieved with patience and perseverance. Just like in the case of the Rakugo 3-year apprenticeship. I think you are right after all, Jinbei-san, that anybody that becomes a Rakugo-ka, a Rakugo storyteller, must be a little bit of a genius. Well, Bobby-kun, that is where we wholeheartedly
Enemy UAV
agree.
overhead. Only 4 left. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Napalm strike inbound.
Come on, bomb me back. New armor's gone. Come on, fire.
Squads in the
Switching
safe
mags.
zone. Gas is closing in.
Adding armor. Heads up, frag.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a traditional Japanese Rakugo storyteller by name Shine.
They got me.
The traditional greeting to the audience in polite Japanese. The greeting goes a little bit like this. 皆様ご来場いただきありがとうございます。
New armor's gone.
加藤さんに
Reloading.
桂さんから様6代桂文氏の15番目の弟子の桂さんに輝くと書きまして桂さん社員でございます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Same greeting in English, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Sometimes English is shorter. Today we have another short Rakugo story for you about Rakugo.
Enemy UAV is online. 'Move to the safe zone. You're losing ground, Bobby.
Come on, bomb me back.
Hello, Jinbei-san. Anybody home? Jinbei-san.
Now finished. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Oh,
The
I
enemy
was
took
wondering
that
who it
one,
was.
but we'll get them back.
Bobby, come in, come in, come in. Jinbei-san.